The man may not be on the top of his form, but he can still make himself useful.
Ever wanted to start your own YouTube channel but had the feeling you have nothing to say? Well, I felt the same.
Whoa, wait a minute. Felt? Like past tense?
Yeah, I believe it's different now. I think
You still have nothing to say. Let me show you. Check this out. Empty.
Sorry guys for the interruption, but...
Dude, why don't you introduce yourself first? Like, let the people get to know you.
Okay, so I started my professional career as a car designer. I draw cars for a living and I work for one of the major car manufacturers.
Yeah.
But that changed over time. After 10 years of doing that, another passion of mine needed a bit more attention. There was always this part of me that wanted to tell stories. So I ended up directing product movies to sell ideas and projects to others. I love that, but there's a catch. I can't show you these movies because they're confidential.
Probably better.
So I knew that at one point I wanted to share my work to a real audience, not businessmen in suit and tie.
Wait. What do you mean, like a real audience? Do you want to compare to real storytellers like Steven Spielberg, James Cameron shit? Are you fucking mad?
Dude,
You cannot just drop a bomb like
Calm
this.
down.
We should have talked about this before.
okay, let me explain. So at the car company, I was the only one who had a major interest in storytelling. And there was an opportunity to fill a gap, that's it.
Get to the point.
Yeah, so in storytelling, experience comes with actually telling stories. That means that you have to test your stuff in front of an audience, you have to fail, very important, and with that you develop a certain sensibility if things are working or not.
So what you're saying is you have no experience.
No, I actually realized something. So what I did all these years in car design is exactly the same. So as a designer, you are forced to express yourself in many ways. Basically, you have to communicate your ideas to others. And to do that, you have to materialize them in some way. You know, in my case, I drew, I sketched, I built 3D models, made mood boards to present the direction the design could go. I even wrote down concept or created these kinds of product videos that explain concepts more in detail. I think 10 years of that kind of experience is not that bad.
Not really the same, I would say.
And I realized something else. Expressing yourself is the best teacher. You know, only thinking is cloudy in a way. You have, especially in my case, I have to put things down to better reflect on them. There is this quote from this guy, Ivan Pushak. He wrote this book, Escape into Meaning. And you probably know him from the Nerd Writer, the YouTube channel Nerd Writer. And he had this great quote in his book. What we normally imagine as thinking is really just a distracted form of writing, like having a disoriented drunk at a typewriter behind your eyes. Writing sobers him up.
Oh, are you calling me drunk?
No, what I just want to say is YouTube is another way to make your ideas clear. Making videos forces you to develop ideas to understandable pieces of information, and it fosters new ideas while putting things together. So let's say You know what your channel is going to be about. Then you probably did something like a list where you wrote stuff down that could be potential videos.
Yes.
In the beginning, the list is quite superficial and probably not really original. So you learn more about what you actually want to say and achieve the moment you start working on your ideas. While you're working on them, you're fostering new and better ones. You're making decisions, and especially you learn what to not do anymore.
But how do you know that the stuff that you're developing is worth it?
By sharing. I mean, the thing is, YouTube forces you to make your shit understandable for others. And yeah, and then it's also up for the audience to give feedback and stuff like that.
Oh, no. I never let anybody read my stories. Why not? Well, what if they didn't like them? What if they told me I was no good? I guess that would be pretty hard for somebody to understand.
Well, even just showing your stuff to a friend or family members, pushes you way beyond others who are still trying to perfect their list. The aim for my YouTube channel is to foster creativity. It's supposed to be a pool of creative solutions and approaches, and I hope my experience at one point enables you to tackle your own creative endeavors.
But seriously, why should they listen to you?
Because I believe in something. I believe in failing and gathering experience together. I'm not trying to teach you anything or give you advice. Advice is fundamentally flawed anyway. You cannot really take a shortcut to an informed decision. You have to figure it out yourselves in some way. While advice can be helpful, it needs to be seen more like a hint to where to look for an answer, or at least what kind of questions to ask. In the book Creativity Inc., Ed Catmull, one of the founders of Pixar, discusses a time where they had numerous failures in a row. They later realized that the first successful movies were either directed by John Lasseter, like Toy Story and A Bug's Life, or directed by someone who worked and learned from John for a long time, like Pete Docter with Monsters Inc. or Andrew Stanton with Finding Nemo. However, I find it suspicious that all of these directors can't have the same level of talent. I mean, why were they all so exceptionally good? Even the greatest teacher in storytelling can't make every student a great storyteller. There's a difference between being taught and experiencing things firsthand. Ed Catmull himself said that advice can be problematic because you're missing the thought process that led to this final piece of wisdom. It's like only experience allows you to develop solutions and advice on your own. I suspect that's what happened to John Lasseter and his Padawans. I think they experienced the process of failure and success together, and that way they became this unit that represented something like a shared mind. So when their paths separated, they had all the same mind and tool set to direct great films. So my channel has the goal on picking up on that hypothesis. By externalizing my process of learning, I hope that we will basically learn together and share the same experience in a way. This seems to me to be the best way to teach each other and to create something like a shared mindset with the goal of becoming more creative.
We will find out if that works.
I don't know if it does, but I will share the progress of making it work. So begin sharing too. Begin expressing your own ideas. Don't let him hold you back. So let's recap. Fail, learn, cultivate your thinking, create, and for that, see you next time. Your Benji.